Hello, Sally. Are you there? She says, Hey, sunshine girl, Rhonda. Well, I'm here. Hey, Sally. You stayed awake just for me. That's great. What have you done today? Hi, Paula. We'll go right from here into your live celebrating your 1 year birthday on YouTube or anniversary or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Is it a YouTube versary? There you go. So they're saying hi. Is my hair shorter? No. There you go. There it all is. Hi, Cheryl. How are you this evening? Nope, I hadn't been chopping on my hair, Sally. Still laughing about that video. Okay, it says, Thank you, Rhonda. I've never tried an evening premiere. Thought I'd give it a try. So this is a premiere tonight and not a live? Hi, Pam. I don't know what that last word is. Leftovo? Hi, Evie. Evie. Let me get it right. So I want to be like Alexa. It's Evie. Leftovers. Hubby went for supper with the guys from work. So you're here for real. Yay, Pam. Oh, right. A premiere of your Hill Walk YouTube anniversary. That was funny. What? The Evie Alexa thing. Hi, Chris. You came over from Julie's channel? Yeah, she did a live earlier. Is she still on, Chris? You need a refund on Alexa because her I can't say that word. Linguistics is off. So Evie said, I thought Alexa would finally get it. No, Sally even tried this morning on her live and still was saying Evie. So, uh, oh, okay, Chris. Yes, I subscribe to your channel. I watched some of your videos. I was watching about bullet journaling. It was so interesting. And man, I love me a good pen, so I'm gonna have to watch some more. You go by Evie too? Oh, she just turned on blaring iHeartRadio and you didn't say anything. She just came on. I tell you something funny. Tracy's first live, I went back and watched, this has been months ago, and I was watching it, and she said that name and a command in her live about something, and it set mine off. It was the weirdest thing. So, oh, Pam said, was lovely to see your Christmas decorations all around your home, Rhonda. Thank you, Pam. Um, yeah, I decorated early this year. And it was kind of nice because by Thanksgiving it was all done and then I could enjoy it after Thanksgiving. So, oh, thank you, Sally. Hi, Joshua. I had another uh, thing come up in my feed and I watched it today. It was fireworks, but it was at Disney, but some village thing with some fireworks and music. So anyway, Sally said, I can't wait to stop by sometime, Rhonda. I told you to come on down. So Joshua said he sent Kathleen the video, by the way, and I mentioned her in my post. Well, good. Good for you. I just saw that, Evie. You're short for Debbie Sue, and you read her a really nice prayer out of your book. It was so nice. Sally said, when I live in Texas. Oh, everyone that puts her short up, I will forward it to her phone number. Well, I don't do shorts, so I might just have to do her a shout out in one of my videos. I did, Joshua. I watched it. It was nice. So Pam said, I looked through our garage today for my Christmas decorations, but it was so cold and I could only find the nativity scene and a few odds and ends. How cold was it? It was a little warmer here today by, some. So I did. Rebounding with Cheryl asked, did you see Jennifer's Christmas decorations from Alaska? I did. I watched her decorate her picture window. It was really cool. So Joshua, you don't really see anything you just see lights that outline the castle with fireworks behind it. And it's like from kind of far away. And then they have, of course, the voices. Cheryl said it was amazing. Jennifer's picture window display it was very pretty. So very unique. She has some unique things in her home that are they're so pretty. So, hey, Mrs. G, how are you doing? Oh, you going to bring your own crown. Is that what you're doing? Got your own crown there. Everyone's saying hi to Mrs. G. Are you so excited, Mrs. G? You're going to do your thing tomorrow at 5. Well, it's 5 o'clock my time. I'll barely make it. So you brought your own crown. Daryl's here. Hi, Daryl. Joshua, the colors of the lights are just your regular red, blue, green Christmas lights. And they just outline the castle. Pam said, I know if I get a crown, I'm talking too much. Just kidding. No, we want interaction. I like the comments. It's what it's about. Interacting with my community, my core tribe. I have the best community ever. And I know, Sally, you would say you do, or Paula, you do, or whatever, but I think we all feel that way. Mrs. G says, I'm feeling a little under the weather today. Ugh, had a horrible headache and been feeling super cold. Oh, that's how my muck started, Mrs. G. Then I was sick for 5 days. So, yes, please hit the like button. Mrs. G said, hello, everyone. I'm sorry you're feeling under the weather. I don't know. Did it snow in Georgia? Does it snow there in Georgia? He had surgery on his face today, Cheryl. Well, we'll pray for him. You wish you could live in that castle, Joshua? Mrs. G said, no snow in my neck of the woods yet. Pam said, my daughter is sick and far away. I hope you feel better soon, Mrs. G. Oh, sorry she's sick and how far away does she live from you, Pam? Oh, you're going to get some soon, Mrs. G, this winter? We were forecast to get some tomorrow and Friday. Freezing rain is what we get a lot of. And then it might snow some on top of that. But every once in a while, it'll dump 14 inches. We don't know what to do. So Evie said, Sally, Chloe got to go to a different park today. I'm telling you, because she is one of the Sunshine Girls. Yeah, Evie's been shopping. She went to the old railroad. What was it? A railroad thing? Big D said they got 4 inches yesterday in Pittsburgh of snow. Evie said, I will have to look that up, Cheryl. What did Cheryl say? I missed Cheryl's comment. Oh, Pam said her daughter lives about 8.5 hours in the next province over, British Columbia. Oh, yeah, that's hard. Yeah, your kids fly the coop, and I don't know. And of course, I'm way ahead of you, Pam. 30 years. Oh, 20 years anyway. But my kids are your age. My oldest son is your age, and it kind of gets to where some of that diminishes, and they go somewhere you don't even know. I mean, mine could go out of the country, and if they don't tell me, I don't know. So, oh, her husband, yes, her husband had surgery. Yes, Pam. Kathleen is live too. I know, I saw that. Oh, yeah. Ha ha. The kids fly the coop, and Evie has a little kid parrot. She does. Oh, the big C on his skin, on his face. We'll keep him in our prayer, Cheryl. Oh, Ms. G said, Big D, you're where my football team is. Pittsburgh Steelers. Woohoo! Rebounding with Cheryl. How's that pronounced? MOHS is to remove skin cancer. I don't know if I did, Joshua. I don't know if I saw your chat. Kathleen is live. Is that what you're talking about? I knew that she was going live. Oh, the Pittsburgh Penguins, hockey on his. Big D has hockey on his mind. Miss G's asking if Paula did a live today. She has a live premiere that's happening at 8 o'clock. So we'll be done here so we can hop over into Paula's live. Pam said, you seem so young, Rhonda, but yeah, I'm just getting used to this life with no kids around. It's a big adjustment. It is a transition period, and it's a process. Okay, Joshua, thanks for hopping in. He's going to hop over to Kathleen's live. Go chat with them. Mrs. G said, hockey? Evie, well, my real kids don't pick up their Advent story calendar, so I used it. Is that with the snacks in it that you're eating, Evie? So Paula said, Mrs. G, no, but I have a premiere tonight at 9, which is Eastern time. My time, 8 o'clock. Pam said, that's the way at Evie's Eden. And Evie said, Pam, I'm enjoying it. Sally said, bye-bye. The storybooks. Yes, they're so cute. And you read them. Yeah, the little storybooks. So Mrs. G said, okay, Mrs. Paula, we'll see you over there. I'll be a granny raid to Paula's premiere. Yes, we will. Evie said her kids left in 2009. Pam, the topic is, what are we doing to add magic to our Christmas? Good question. Typing to stay calm and peaceful. Cheryl said, what what's a different name other than magic?" So that's what I wanted to talk about is what are you going to do to add magic to your Christmas? And another word for magic would be um oh, I don't know. I always, we always think about Christmas and it has this um kind of a magical time, or it used to. I remember it used to kind of be this magical feeling. Now I did a video on it that I'll post tomorrow for day is today day 3. My live is day 3 of Vlogmas, and bliss, sparkle. Big D's place said magic equals alcohol. Wonder, the wonder of Christmas. That's good, Pam. Yes, the wonder of Christmas, because it seems like I don't know if it's if it and I think there's some changes in society, and there's so many things that are disconnected today, that the wonder and the magic and the awe of Christmas, has kind of sparkle. So, yeah, and bliss, meaning, all of those things that we think about Christmas, and it seems like we just kind of rush into it, rush through it, and in a hurry to put it up and go on. I'll be so glad when this is all over, and all of that, and that there's not this awe and wonder and just those sort of things. The magic of Christmas is the spirit of giving. So, you know, um, Evie said, making Christmas special with the people that are spending the holidays with us. And that's true, Evie, but it's like, um, and I talk about this in my video, is that, everyone shows up and they eat and then they sit in the living room, football games on and everybody's on their phone. And, um, so Evie said the off Christmas is what I'm getting out of the little children's stories. And that's right. How do we bring that back into ourselves to maybe slow down and savor things for Christmas? We used to do that. Um, uh, and I think another thing I talk about is there was anticipation, and things were just slow. So um, we had to wait until Friday night at 7 o'clock to watch Charlie Brown's Christmas, and we all gathered around the TV and we watched it together. Now you can just stream that up anytime you want it, and so it's kind of taken the anticipation out of Christmas. So, Sally said, I was dreading November and December, and because of my core tribe, things are going so much better this year. After years and years of yucky holidays, I would like to thank my sunshine girls and hubs. Thank you, Sally. And that's what is it about that, Sally? Is connection. It's the connection. It's that we connect. I mean, when's the last time you had carolers come to your door and sing? Hmm? I mean, really, we would think they're wackadoodles today. So let's see what else. Rebounding with Cheryl said, Sally with 3 hearts. Evie said, my kids haven't spent Christmas with me in 5 years. They spend it with friends, and yes, my feelings are hurt. So should they be? I think that's sad, Evie. I mean, my younger son and his wife, they do that at Thanksgiving. But Christmas, we go to their house and we're all together, in-laws, outlaws, everybody, and they include everybody, and it's inclusive. And we have some traditions that we have started, specifically being at my son's house. So I really feel for you. I really do, Evie. Um, Let me see. You stopped going because the 5-year-old said he doesn't like you? Mm. Evie said she's been to their house 25 times this year and they came once to swim this year to yours. That's one time more than mine's came that, my older son and his wife's come here. So, love you, Cheryl, really do. Evie says, I stopped going. That's what I mean by enjoying the people that are spending the holiday with us. And that's what it's about. You make the most of it. Pam said the magic of Christmas as a child was curling up on either side of a crackling fireplace. Yes. And um, I so enjoy my fireplace. It's real, and it's been cold the last few days or this last weekend, so we had a fire, and it was so nice. Um, okay, let's see. It's Sally said, "Why are you planning to come with all the Sunshine Girls? I can't wait. Really, really. LOL." Pam said, "My mom and I reading the books we received for Christmas." Yes. Sally said, "Deck the house with all boughs of holly." From the Christmas Story Chinese restaurant. Deck the house with balls of holly. Ha ra 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 ra. Mm. The Chinese restaurant. And Paula said, Sally, that's my favorite Christmas movie. Pam said, we didn't have TV growing up. A lot of old fashioned sledding, hot chocolate, staying up late, listening to mom and dad wrap the presents. Do I remember making those chains with the paper and stringing popcorn on, you know, and doing all that stuff? Christmas Eve candlelight service and singing Silent Night. That's right, Pam. Sally said, Core Tribe, Mrs. G. I miss my oldest son, and I'm always so happy when he is here. I was super excited when he was here for Thanksgiving. I bet, Mrs. G. It's always really nice when they come. My son and his fiance came Thanksgiving evening, and we went to go see the Fantasy of Lights, which is what I wanted to do to kind of spark some of that wonder. And we used to go, and it's a phenomenal display. I have my video ready. It'll probably go out maybe Saturday, but it's called the Fantasy of Lights. It's really cool. And we did that, and it was so fun. And I did a lot of videoing. Sally said they went to Christmas dinner at the Chinese restaurant, and the Chinese people couldn't sing the song right. It was funny. You need to watch that movie. What movie is that, Sally? Evie said, right, Sally. G wants to know the movie too. Christmas Story. Ralphie. Yeah, the leg lamp. Yes, yes. I've seen it. But sometimes, you don't, I mean, you watch it and you see that stuff, and I don't know that I've watched it in a couple of years. We always watch Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So it's the Christmas Story. Yeah. We watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and they sometimes put Home Alone on. We watched a couple of Christmas movies that had Kurt Russell, and then the second one had Goldie Hawn in it. So Chevy Chase Christmas too. I know. Rara, 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 rara. Hall. Deck the hall with rara, rara. Evie said Miracle on 34th Street, the old one and the new one, right? We should have a movie night. You know what I thought, Sally, is that we could have a pajama party, wear our Christmas pajamas, and I could send everybody a Zoom link, and we could do. I think it'll hold 9 squares on one screen, at least 6, and we could have a Christmas pajama party, and we could all talk. I mean, it's not like in a chat. We all could talk. Now we might have to take turns and not talk over each other, but I think that would be kind of fun. If y'all are interested, let me know. Um, okay, that's another thing, Pam, is the Scrooge movie. Yeah, I've seen that. Pam said, driving around looking at Christmas light brings wonder for me, but I don't always do it. I talk about that in my video too. I love going out and looking at the Christmas lights, and it was always impromptu. Like here, there might be a warm evening because you want to roll the windows down, and then there's a neighborhood that does luminaries, and they're old-fashioned luminaries. They have the bags with the sand and the candles, and it's the whole neighborhood, and it's not a small neighborhood. And I want to find out when that is. Our Christmas parade is this weekend. I haven't been to the parade here since my kids were little. When they got bigger, we quit going. I don't really know why. So, um, movie night. Yes. Sally said, really? Evie said, you should. I never did my PJ party. Everybody got Christmas pajamas? Sally said, that would make my heart so happy. We would have our jam party. Yes, our pajama party. But you have to wear Christmas pajamas and Snoopy PJs. Right? You put on a Santa hat with those. Sally said, don't forget, we're having a wig party on Saturday. I can't wait for that either. Yay. Nope, no Christmas PJs. All right, Evie. Chloe's going to take you shopping and you're going to get you some Christmas PJs. Now I know Julie has a nightgown. I think it is. It has cardinals on it with holly. You have Snoopy Christmas PJs. Of course you do, Sally. Why would I not? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at you. You'll put a bow on your head, Miss Paula? That would suffice. Yes. Sally said, Evie, go to Target and get those Grinch PJs I showed you that are so soft. Yes. Evie loves the Grinch, so go get you some Grinch PJs. Probably do it, I would think, maybe about the middle of December. So I don't know. Pam, no, I don't have Christmas pajamas, but I desperately need new PJs. LOL. My husband the other day was like, do you realize those PJs are falling apart? And you laughed. Yes, yes, I do. Well, go get you some PJs, girl. It's part of self care. You never buy them because you don't like PJ pants. Well, they make nightgowns. And nightgowns are too cold to wear. Well, okay, Evie. What are you? Chronic complainer, help resistor. I'm kidding you, Evie. You know, well, you don't have to wear them to bed, the pants, but you can wear them around the house. Uh, Was it 2 years ago? Yes. I bought everyone in the whole family matching flannel Christmas pajamas. And I have a picture of the whole family in our Christmas pajamas. So Pam said her favorite is the Grinch. Okay, Evie, you said you never buy them because you don't like PJ pants. And then you said, and nightgowns are too cold to wear. So, high water PJ pants. Well, okay. You don't have to wear PJs. Just wear a Christmas shirt. Y'all see my Christmas shirt? I got my dancing Santas. And look, I got little Santa earrings. And I've had this shirt, I don't know, for a while. I have several Christmas shirts. You know, when you work, we would do Christmas and then we would dress up. We had different days. We had Christmas pajama day and we had, ugly sweater day, and I've got all that stuff. So I'm just going to wear Christmas all month. Okay. So Sally said, now smile and take the damn Grinch PJs. They're soft. LOL. Evie said, okay, yes, I'm complaining, but pants are never long enough. I bet they're not. Mine are always too long. Pam said, it's so cold here in Alberta. I wear fuzzy socks to bed and sometimes go to sleep in my robe. I bet. How about electric blanket? You need an electric blanket, Miss Pam? Evie said, I'm not being a Grinch. I just never buy high water PJ pants. And you don't have to. That's okay. I am just kidding you. Sally said, Evie, they were in the men's section and they were size medium. The men's section. Oh my, you need a Christmas bracelet. Evie said, oh, I need to check to see if my Christmas shirts are on the porch. Oh, they're not here? Mrs. Paul said, oh, wow, did y'all see Jennifer finish her treatment and ring the bell? She had that part in a previous video. I had seen that part before, and it made me, I cried when I watched it the first time. I knew what was coming, and so when I watched that earlier, I knew it was coming. So, oh, it was so sweet. Rebounding with Cheryl said, yes, I saw that today about Jennifer. This Pam said, yes, an electric blanket. I forgot all about those. We have an electric blanket and I don't know, there's something's kind of wrong with my side. It doesn't heat up as much, which is good. It makes it kind of warm. And then right before I get like sleepy, I turn it off because I don't like it on. So Evie said, maybe I will get some men's. Yeah, like lounge pants. Get you some Christmas lounge pants. Or Old Navy has them. So the Christmas pajamas I have, the pants are kind of like that. They're more like lounge pants. And the top's a shirt. And it's plaid, like Christmas plaid. So Evie said, yes, maybe I'll get some men's. And then she said, Sally, medium. Ha, 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 ha. And then Evie said, yes, Paula, I saw Jennifer ring the bell. And today she said it was 2 weeks. She has been finished with the treatment. Yes. And my nose itches. Is that someone's coming to visit me? So, well, Evie, I have some men's and they're lounge pants. They're small. They're small. Men's small. So it was so emotional and inspirational. Yeah, but it was emotional. Pam said, "Why do you think some of us, me included, get negative and overwhelmed about Christmas coming? I do not want to bring, Pam, I used to really dislike Christmas because of the expectations that were put on me that it needed to be perfect. Um, and I've kind of got some notes about maybe trying to do but it's all the stuff that goes with it. It's not, um, and we have simplified Christmas, my family, um, and it's not the same hassle, I kind of am. The gifts, you buy gifts for people that, their family, my son and his wife, and her mom and dad and the kid. The only thing that I buy that I know the kids that is for my grandson, know he's going to like it, and then I give, you know my granddaughter, I give her money. It fits every time. But what was it? Somebody was talking about the book, Skipping Christmas, but it's the money, and it's the cleaning and the decorating, and I mean, we used to send Christmas cards and all of the expectation of, but a lot of it was, it was expected for me to make it perfect, and since I was a perfectionist, then I was stressed out the whole holidays, and it got to where I absolutely detested Christmas and was so glad when it was over. And I can say that that carried on for a long time. That's why I think that, because it's like I don't even want to do Christmas. And last year was a little different, and this year I really wanted to go out of my way to bring back the wonder and the magic and those type of things about Christmas. And I think that doing Vlogmas and really being focused on some stuff about Christmas has kind of sparked some of that too, you know, to look at each ornament and think about the memories and that sort of thing. As I made that video, it's like, wow. All right. Um, Evie said, you just reminded me of the song, Don't Want No Short Man, Don't Want No Short Man. Well, I'm short. The magic back. You're right. You do want to bring the magic back. Well, some of the things in my video, I'm going to post that tomorrow. Um, Slow down, let the season unfold with anticipation, and experience things together. And I think that, you know, doing Vlogmas and watching Evie read her little book and you know, watching uh, Tracy put her puzzle together, and there's several others that's doing advent calendar, and watching Julie, and man, that's the carriage ride she did, and that sort of thing, and to just revel and wonder and enjoy, because that's kind of like, I mean, on here, we know each other besides watching our videos, but still, it's the difference, the diversity, and the different things that people are doing to share their Christmas stuff. Um, it's my turn to complain. Oh, um, Paula said, I really miss my parents at Christmas. And Pam said, "Oh, Paula, I'm so sorry." Uh, Paula said, "Pam, it's okay. I know many feel the same." Sally said, "Me too. I miss my mom." Paula said, "Yes, Sally, same." Evie said, "Oh, now it's Rhonda's turn to complain." Evie said, "Sally, I miss my mom and my daughter, my girls." Yes, and I think Sally said, "I know it's not the same, but I'm here. You can count on me. I will always make you laugh." Yes, Sally does make us laugh. Pam, it's easier to white knuckle it through Christmas as a perfectionist, slowing down, being intentional, not spending too much money. Yeah, it was the perfectionism that I wanted it perfect. And I think that's why I like the Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Clark wanted a perfect Christmas. And what he got was the mess. And, you know, it just one disaster after another. And I think that's why it was such a great hit because I would work myself to where after Christmas I would end up sick. And yet there was always something that blew up. He got drunk. I said something wrong and hurt his dad's feelings. I don't know. It was just, one of those things that no matter how hard I tried, it was never good enough for him. And, I don't have to do that today. Um, let's see. Abby said, "I agree. I've never been part of a Vlogmas, and I am enjoying all the different things us girls are doing." And Evie said, "That is correct, Pam." Pam said, "Poor Clark, I feel his pain." He did want it to be perfect. And um, then he got nostalgic and, he wanted the perfect tree and just the lights wouldn't work, squirrel in the tree, you know. Then Eddie shows up. I mean, it's just, hey, it's Christmas. And I think back on past Christmases and my favorite one of my favorite Christmases from my past when I had my family, other than, my Christmas growing up when I was a kid, was when we were in Saudi Arabia. And there wasn't all of that. I mean, we decorated a small tree that we brought with us because you can't get any Christmas decorations there. And we had friends that came over and we did, um, but we didn't have to go to this family and that family and make sure that these weren't going to get their feelings hurt because we didn't show up there and all of that stuff that I remember about, other Christmases. And we had this very quiet, very slow, very relaxed Christmas. One of my favorites. Just, it was one of my favorites. So, oh, Evie said, "Say grace. What? The blessing? I pledge allegiance to the flag." Oh, no. And then Evie said, "The box with jello and a cat. The cat gets shocked and burns a hole in the floor." Yeah. And the sewer blows up and sends um, Santa Claus flying through. Was it Santa Claus flying through? I don't know. It's just, that movie is just, it's so good. But it was not a perfect Christmas. But it's the expectations. And, um, you know, they were unrealistic expectations of Christmas. And that's, wait, I got it. I think that's the name of Unrealistic Expectations for Christmas. So, you know, it all had to look good. And it's that Christmas is not about how it looks. Today, everyone tries to one up each other with their Christmas lights, you know, and um, it's about does it look good? And I saw something about somebody was talking about the Ralph Lauren Christmas. I was like, with my little hodgepodge Christmas decorations. I don't even know if I own anything too much Ralph Lauren. I might have some polo stuff here and there. Old polo stuff. So, Evie said, but they made the bad thing so funny on that movie. Even the sap on Sparky's hands in bed trying to read a magazine in the bed. Really, they really did. I mean, just, you know, Jelly of the Month Club. It's the gift that keeps on giving. So there's so much about that movie. And, you know, there's been, watch it, and there's been stuff that I think, oh my gosh, I didn't see that before. Kind of like when you watch Star Wars for the 10th time and you think, did that happen? I don't remember that. So, and I'm really surprised that my whole Christmas tree is not Star Trek. Because my husband's a Trekkie. We don't even have a Star Trek ornament. Maybe that's what we need to get this year. We haven't bought a dated ornament this year. Maybe we could find one that's Star Trek. Yeah, the brother-in-law kicked it in high gear and saved Christmas. He got his bonus. So I guess they got their swimming pool, right? And so Sally said, oh no, I guess I better cancel Rhonda's Christmas gift, the Jelly of the Month Club. I'm so sorry. I thought you would like that. Jelly of the Month Club. I don't eat jelly, Sally. I don't eat sugar. I try not to eat sugar. It messes with my inflammation. Okay, Evie said, you should get hubby a Star Trek Lego thingy. We have Star Trek Lego stuff that is in there. What about a Nut of the Month Club? I'll come every month and see you. All right, Nut of the Month Club. That's good, Sally. Nut of the Month Club. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, is Pam still here? So, one of the things that I always used to enjoy is somewhere they would have a live nativity scene. In the Fantasy of Lights used to do a live nativity scene with the animals and everything. And they stopped doing it. They the art department made a painted one. You'll see it in my video, but it was the coolest thing. I don't even know if people do that. Isn't that you know? We Sally said we used to do that at our church every year, and a lot of them did. And you know, I haven't seen or heard of anything like that, or you know, in a while. There used to be over by the university, the church across the street used to have one a couple of evenings um, on a weekend, and I don't know if they still do that either. Okay, Evie, what movie was it where a small town had a nativity scene and someone stole baby Jesus? What movie is that? Real animals. Pam said, yes, our church used to have real animals right up by the stage. Yeah, and the Fantasy of Lights display is all outside. I mean, and they would have a corral, and they would have the manger, and the whole thing. I don't remember if the baby was live. It's kind of hard to have a live baby, but I know they do. So, no, this is not Cherries in the Snow. It's I have to kind of be careful. It's a little pinkish. It looks all right with dark red, but this is by Thrive Cosmetics. I forget what it's called, but it's a red, and it doesn't rub off. So, but I have Cherries in the Snow, and I do wear it quite often. But I have to be careful with the reds. Okay, Pam said, I was supposed to be singing a special number and I totally forgot the words because I thought a goat was going to headbutt a little head. It was a bit nuts, but awesome too. That's the thing about a live. Just like on here, you never know when somebody's going to get a headbutt. Hi, Mike. How are you? It's good to see you too. We're kind of wrapping up here. We've talked about the magic and wonder of Christmas all the way to Lampoon Christmas to uh, lipstick that doesn't rub off. Does it dry your lips? No. It is a little bit dry, but it's not like some of those that I don't know. It's a crayon. You never know what you're going to get. That's right. Sally said, Hey, Big D, another guy is here. Is Big D still here? He is. Mike and Big D, we got a couple of guys here. Do y'all wear male pajamas? Men's pajamas? Big D will know what I'm talking about, but Mike may not. Evie said, I want some. You want some of this? I'll send you the color. There's 3 reds they have. So, you have Snoopy PJs too, Daryl? Oh, how exciting. I have, what's it called? Buffalo plaid Christmas pajamas. The pants are buffalo plaid. But, so, and do you wear lipstick? Who are you asking? Big D? PJs, no PJs in the house, but I'm the camper. Yes. You want maroon or brown? Well, go to thrivecosmetics.com and you can just look to your heart's content. Oh, Sally said if I ask him to wear lipstick, he will. I bet he would. I mean, if he'd put on that wig and be your hairdresser. Hi, Nana. Yvonne, you okay? I do this every time. Yvonne, right on time for the talk. You are now? Evie, did you go there and look? They have some nice colors. Sally said, my man is wonderful. I know I'm spoiled. Yes. Big D said, I won't. Sorry. It's Serge probably would. Well, yeah, he would. Okay. Yvonne. There you go. Yvonne. Retro Queen is here. Hi. Yvonne. Yvonne. I'm going to have to write that down. Okay. Sally said, one time Daryl's best friend was staying over and I made them put on my negligee and put socks in the boobs and they both did. Wow. Yvonne. Yes. Retro Queen Bee is Vicky. Hi, Vicky. Yvonne. I got it now. Oh, Big D said, in my defense, I had a little too much Christmas spirit that night. A little tasty, Christmas tasty. Mm-hmm. So, see, I have to write that down. Retro Queen. Is it Retro Queen Bee art? See, I won't remember. I know Yvonne is, I know how to spell her name. So there. If I ever write it down and then I see it a couple of times, it sticks. Yvonne. Oh, we like to laugh in our family. Come on over, Sally said. Vicky said, I am crafting and watching. What are you crafting? Are you making Christmas stuff? What do you craft? You're the Queen Bee art. I have a Queen Bee costume. I dressed up as a Queen Bee one Halloween. So and you may have to tell me again, Yvonne, how to say that. I still, with Evie's name, I had to stop and think Evelyn, Evie, every single time because I wanted to say Evie. And she said she didn't care, but I did. I want to pronounce your name right. Yvonne, Evie, Sally. So it is getting close to 8 o'clock, and I think we should all go over to Mrs. Paula's premiere and support her. Thank you all for. We could, Sally. Maybe I can take you, Rhonda, and Alexa do a linguistic class. So, Yvonne, I got this. Yvonne. Evie said she really doesn't care. She likes both names. So, Mr. Mike, you just showed up, and now it's time. It's time to say goodnight. You know, what did Carol Burnett used to pull her ear? So, thanks, Pam. You got to stay the whole time. Yay! So it's time to switch channels. I want to wish y'all a very blessed evening, and thank you all for being here. It was fun with a lot of laughs, and I will see y'all in the next live. And like I said, we will plan a Christmas pajama party. Bye, Yvonne. Bye, Evie. All right. Bye. Love y'all. Merry Christmas.